Hello everybody, today we're doing a video for RenovationOutlet.ca, and today we're going to be showing you our Halifax style handles with the round plate and how to install them. So they come in two colors, black and satin nickel, and today we're going to be installing this satin nickel on this particular door. So when you receive the handles, you're going to notice that on one side it's this raw metal. That's because after you complete the installation, you have to install this plate which covers the screws. So once you install these handles, there is going to be no visible screws at all. So we're going to be installing this privacy, which features a quick release mechanism, and this lock has to go on the inside of your door, and on the outside handle the hole has to be at the bottom. So pretty much they have to be like they are right here. So this is the inside of the door, this is our handle, and when you put it on, the lock has to be like this at the bottom. If you need to reverse the handles, they come with this Allen key, which you then undo this one screw at the top of the handle, and you're able to reverse it and then just tighten it back. So this is what comes in the box. I first showed you the handles and that plate that covers the screws. Then you also get a latch which matches the color to your handles, and we're gonna put it on. Then you have the strike plate, which we're gonna show you how to install later, the Allen key which I mentioned, and there's 4 screws and 2 longer bolts. The 2 longer bolts are the ones that are actually going to hold the handle together, and the screws go on the latch and then on the strike plate. There's this middle piece which goes through the latch, just like that. Then you can take your handle, put it on, and then we're going to take the outside handle. It has to go into the 2 holes. Now we're going to take our bolts and lightly thread them on. And all these bolts require a Phillips screwdriver, and we also strongly suggest not to use any power tools when you're installing these handles, because it will ruin the mechanism, and all of these should be tightened by hand in order not to damage them. And we're also going to take our 2 screws which go on the latch, and of course before tightening you got to make sure that the latch is facing the right way. So now that we put them on, we're going to take our Phillips screwdriver and tighten these screws. So now that we tighten the screws, we can install the plate which covers them on the inside of the door. And for this, you can technically put them on like this, but it's not a proper way. You have to take off the handle. So we're going to use our Allen key. Once you remove the handle, we're going to take our plate and put it on. As you can see, all the screws are covered. I'm going to put the handle back, and you also can tighten the other handle so they're going to be nice and sturdy. You also got to test the lock, so we're going to press it in. It's locked, and this handle features a quick release, so you don't have to actually pull on it to unlock it. As soon as you lower one side, it unlocks it. So we're going to install now the strike plate. So this strike plate fits this particular door frame. If yours doesn't, you can just take an X-Acto knife and carefully cut off the axis in order for it to fit properly. But this one fits good, so we're going to take our screws and lightly thread them on. And then we're going to tighten them with our screwdriver. Again, don't use any power tools. Now that we are finished with this, we're going to show you how everything works. So now we're just going to make sure that everything works properly and the latch lines up and it stays locked. So again, these handles come in two colors. The one that we installed is the satin nickel, and then we also have the black. And again, this was a video for RenovationOutlet.ca. I hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time.